So the Bucks win the tip. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Celtics. Bird out there with McHale. Then it's Curry. Then it's Parrish. And it's Johnson in at the point guard position. Here's Bird, and he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Always nice to get the first lead of the game.
Yeah, I agree with you there because to me it's just much more comforting to play from the front than to be battling from behind.
And Boston has possession after the basket by Milwaukee. Johnson outside. And Bird with the basket on the assist from Dennis Johnson. Bird's got his second basket of the game.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Here's Scott. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Johnson kicks to Bird. Parrish with the screen on Scott. Here's Curry with the three. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the evening. Johnson with it. To the inside. McHale, that's good.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
On offense, here are the Bucks. The drive by Scott. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Johnson, the pass to Curry. They get it again. McHale can't hit.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Murray, no good.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at.
No doubt about it. You cannot let up defensively just because he missed that one.
On defense, Boston. They trail by 1. And another basket for Milwaukee. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, here's what Boston's head coach had to say when we spoke earlier. He talked about how important this game is to them because it sets the tone for the rest of the series, saying to win or lose, what is important in this opening game is that we play tough, we play smart, and we let them know they're in for a heck of a fight with us. Guys?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Celtics trail by 6 in the foul called on the Cobra. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Now here's Johnson. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Present the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Here's Murray. He has 7. That's good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Boston again missing.
It has not been an easy quarter for them, at least offensively speaking.
That bucket in no time at all. And that's now 6 points for the Cobra.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been a much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Murray, no good. Celtics trail by 9. And Curry has it in the corner. The feed to Parrish. Johnson, wide open. He fires. Drops in the tray. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Scott missing again. And so it's Boston with it. It's Curry with the drive. Johnson outside. A 3-ball. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Johnson's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Celtics. Here's Murray. He drains the quick shot. Murray's got 11.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in him. And he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about knees, my man. he looked a little hobbled out there for a moment. Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And that replay is sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Celtics trail by 7. And stolen by Scott. Now the Bucks moving it up. Pulls up. He clangs that one off the back iron and down it falls. Scott's got 13 points.
6 of 8 from the field, 75%. Just scoring the ball at will. Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor. And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And, Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on it.
They recover it. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. With 1 on the clock. No good on that last second.
And now your Milwaukee Bucks dancers.
And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
Magician is out there with the Cobra. Then there's Scott. Then there's Scott. And it's Monroe in at the center filling out the middle. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Johnson can't hit.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Steele passes to Scott. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
Finishes the break with a slam.
And guys, got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attempt.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense. I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
And the basket by Johnson. Here's Magician. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And yes, sir, that one drops. And the Bucks lead by 8.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Third left side. The 3. Scott pulls it in. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator, but I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, the head coach for the Celtics, had some instruction for his guys during that break. He focused on their offense and said to his guys, make the extra pass. Don't try to play hero ball and do it by yourself. That ends up leading to bad shots. He said the other key was going to be their ability to defend effectively in transition. He wants to seriously limit the fast break points allowed. I'm sure coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Pass to Wedman. Six to shoot. And the foul called on the Cobra. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And it's McHale penetrating. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition. And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Milwaukee leading by 10. Here's Murray. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Johnson, double team. Wedman. That's good, and Johnson with the assist.
Even double team. He had the vision to see the open man.
Scott. They get it again. Here's Monroe. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And it's slammed in by McHale.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
And Bird, here we go. Oh!
You know, on the surface, it might seem questionable to attempt a dunk like that when you're behind, but I think he's just trying to give him a spark.
Yeah, what a dunk it was.
And he's got that awe factor. Even look at us. We're all sitting here just waiting for when he goes airborne. Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Puts it up from 15, and that one goes long.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
One-on-one fast break. Shoots the 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Well, defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
Johnson outside. Out left to the wing. Wedman. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Parrish is checked in for Walton. Willis comes in for McHale. And Curry subbed in for Wedman. Johnson draws the double. 18 feet out. Misses off the right iron. Milwaukee leading by 13. Here's Scott. And Curry pulls it down.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
I didn't think that was going to go in. 29 points for the Cobra.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
He had a nice open look right there.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire. He is on fire from beyond the arc.
Yeah, it seems like all of his points are coming from deep, Greg.
And through one half, it